Hey guys, oh, welcome back. I am actually going to switch to give me 1 second. I'm going to switch to my hotspot because I want you guys to have the best possible live feed as I can get you. And I just realized, yay! Okay, we're back. Hey beautiful, how are you? Felicia, good to see you, girl. Hope you've been doing well. Hey everybody, I see you guys are coming into the room. Wow, I was gonna try to log on so I could see all of your comments live on my laptop, but she ain't got it all together. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? Are you having a good weekend? I hope so. Man, here it is very rainy, and so part of the reason I wanted to do this video is because I thought since it's so rainy and it's kind of a dreary day, I would sleep in a little bit and then I would just take this opportunity to do a couple of live feeds with you guys. So this is going to be the first of a couple live feeds I'm going to do today. So I hope you guys can see me okay. Good, I'm about to take my crochets out. It's misty and rainy here. Okay. Oh, girl. I understand. Yeah. So I'm going to try to log on just so that I can see everybody's comments because sometimes sometimes when I log in from on here, I cannot see you guys' comments. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do that. So while this is uploading, I'm just going to get started. So, as we've talked about on this channel a lot, having fine hair and being a natural is so challenging because a lot of times we see all these beautiful voluminous styles and many times we can't achieve them because we have fine hair. So on the one hand, I'm always like, we have to embrace our fine hair. It is what it is, you know, just make the best of it. But over the years, I have developed a couple of really quick tips that have helped me to achieve more volume. And so in today's video, or today's live stream, what I wanted to do is share some of those techniques with you guys. They're super easy. They require minimal products. And it's super easy breezy. All right. So, it looks like I can't get on this live stream. So in any event, I'm just going to get started. So the first thing the first step I take in trying to achieve more volume, especially in my wash and goes, is my nighttime routine. If you guys don't mind, would you mind thumbing up the video if you're happy to be here? And you like this topic. I just am doing this because I want to make sure that I'm creating live streams that are of interest to you guys and you like to see it in this format, because I never know if it's best to like do a highly edited sort of video on these topics or whether you guys like live streams instead. So if you do like live stream formats, if you could just give this video a thumbs up so that I know that, then that'll provide me with some guidance in the future. So thank you for taking a moment to do that. Okay, so all right, so the first thing I do at night is I do this sort of makeshift pineapple style. So a lot of times when we do pineappling, we'll use like an elastic band, and then, you know, you put your hair up in a ponytail and you put it on top of your head and you just go with that. Well, when you have fine hair, that is a bit more difficult because if you pineapple too tightly, then you will lose your curls, right? And if you pineapple too loosely, then your band is just going to come out of your hair and it's like, what am I doing this for to begin with? So what I have done is come up with a little method that helps me to get the perfect pineapple. I just took out my crochet doing a bentonite clay mask now. Hey, Ingrid. Oh my gosh, good. This is like perfect timing, it seems like, for everybody. I normally do live feeds on Sunday evenings, and now I'm wondering if I should be doing them on Saturdays, because that seems like a really good, this seems like a really good day to do them, because I think it's like a traditional wash day for folks. So I'm going to think about that. Let me know, comment, let me know whether you prefer live feeds on Sunday or on Saturdays, just to let me know. But I developed this sort of makeshift pineapple technique using a scarf. Now this is I demonstrated how I use this scarf before. It is a non-slip scarf, so it doesn't come off my head like bonnets do at night, and I absolutely love it. I just realized I didn't put a link to this, so I'm gonna put a link to it, because the last time I used it, you guys did ask me like where I got it and that kind of stuff, so I'll make sure you have it. But I use this and I create sort of a pineapple on top of my hair that is very loose, so then I don't have to worry about losing my curls, but I also get volume. So the reason people like to pineapple is because it does preserve your curls overnight, but what it does also, especially for those of us with fine hair, is that it helps you to obtain more volume. All right, so I just basically fold this in a triangle and I pull all the hair sort of on top of my head, and then I'm good to go. So I've demonstrated this technique in my wash and go videos, so you guys can watch those to kind of see how I do it at night. But essentially, I'm taking my hair, and at night I'm using my Mario Badescu, and I like to use the Mario Badescu spray. It's, you guys saw me in my skincare video, I use it. I use it on my hair and I use it on my skin. But I like to use it, and I will spray after I pull my hair toward the top of my head. I'll go ahead and spray, and then I'll get those curls in the front. And this is going to help your hair to actually become hydrated and plump overnight. So this process is really important because it helps you to keep your hair really hydrated before you go to bed, not soaking wet, but nice, you know, and hydrated. And it's also going to naturally plump in the curl, because when water comes in contact with the hair, it tends to get a little bigger anyway. But because you're preserving your curls, you're not going to get a whole bunch of frizz. I hope that makes sense. And I don't understand the science behind it, but it works. Okay, so I do that, and then at night I go ahead and I do my process for doing that pineapple. What if the hair length is shorter than yours and you can't pineapple? That's a great point. So I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I used to do when my hair was a bit shorter when it came to pineappling. So one of the things I would do was that I would, instead of doing one individual pineapple, I would do smaller pineapples. All right, so I would pull my hair forward, like just take a smaller section, pull the hair forward, and then pineapple closer to the root, leaving like this hair loose, right? But pulling it up. And I'm going to explain why it's important to pull your hair in this direction in a minute. And then I would come on this side and I would take a section of hair, again, pulling it forward, and then I would do a little pineapple and leave that hair out. And then I would do several of those, all right? Now, the reason it's important to keep that hair pulled to the front is because overnight, when that hair dries from the hydration, it is going to set going forward rather than set how we normally wear it on first day where the hair is hanging down. Anytime you move your hair, you set your hair in a direction opposite from how you will wear it, it automatically creates volume. So I'm just going to shake my hair and let it just sort of begin to fall. And if you notice up here, I have lift up here that I wouldn't ordinarily have. Even back here, I'm gonna have some lift. That's because my hair started to set in this direction, and now I'm pulling it back in this direction. It's the same where if you have a part like on this side, or you intend to wear your part on this side, you want to set it with your hair in this direction. That way, once it dries and you move it here, you'll have more volume that's being created in the hair because you're moving it in a direction opposite to the way it's set. Whereas if you set it in this way, then it's just going to lay and it's going to want to be flatter, and you'll have less volume. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so after I do that, Then in the morning, what I do is I go in and I mist my hair again. I mist my hair before I go to bed at night for hydration purposes. That's really important to maintain the elasticity in your hair. You want to keep it obviously as hydrated as possible. And again, one of the reasons I like this is because it does have the aloe in it, and I just find that my hair loves aloe vera. It helps to seal the cuticle and lay it down. It promotes shine, and the rose water itself is very hydrating. So what I do is I spray beneath the hair. All of these things I'm doing help to contribute to, again, fullness of the hair. And you don't want to spray it too much because you don't want your hair to be soaking wet, right? The goal is just to get that hydration in those ends. I can use a little bit more here. And I never go over top. I always go underwards because, again, by adding some moisture to the hair, you're going to get more plumping. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but like in this area, this is starting to plump up. And over here, it's starting to plump up just a little bit. But yeah, you want to go beneath the hair. And what I'd like to do is then just scrunch that hair in, scrunch those curls. Also, doing the pineapple helps to stretch the hair just a little bit, so you'll get a little more hang time than you would. You guys know what my first day curls look like. They're super, tight and coiled because my hair is happy and healthy and really hydrated, and so it wants to curl as a result of that. So by doing this pineapple method, not only am I going to get more volume, but I'm going to get more stretch toward the roots of my hair for more hang time. Okay, so after I do that, I then go in with my oil. I usually use either jojoba oil because it is a light oil, or I will use argan oil as well. This is golden jojoba oil by Anju, and I absolutely love it because it's multi-purpose. I'll use it on my skin to remove makeup. I'll use it to hydrate my skin. You can use it to deep cleanse your pores, and of course you can use it on your hair. And you can use it all over the body. You guys by this time know I really like multi-purpose products. So I usually take about a half a dropper full of this, and then I go in again on the underside of the hair. Never on top. Anything you do on top is going to flatten the hair. So you always want to be working in an upward, in that upward kind of motion. And then if you want to put some moisture on top, which totally makes sense, you can just scrunch it in what's left on your hands of the oil. You can scrunch it in there. And now see all this volume that I have in my hair? All these little steps help to contribute to obtaining more volume. Now, one last step you could do if your hair was, a little bit wet, or you misted it too heavily or what have you, you could go in with a blow dryer. And when you blow dry it or when you diffuse it, I've told you guys this before, you always want to do it on the underside of the hair, not on top. If you do it over top, again, it's going to promote the hair drying more flat. So if you allow that air to flow up, it's going to be drying and the hair will be moving in an upward motion, which means that, again, you're promoting that fullness and that body that you would get. Whereas if you diffused it this way, again, that air is going to flow in a downward and it's going to make the hair flatter. Does that make sense? I don't see y'all commenting. What if the hair length? Okay, that was the last comment. All right. So then I just, after this, I start styling. As you can see, I have a lot of volume here. And the curls look great, really hydrated. One other thing that I've been doing lately is I won't do my wash and go sometimes till day 2 or day 3. And in the first couple of days, I will do a braid out or a twist out or a 3-strand twist out, and then convert it into a wash and go. And I find that I naturally like on first day of that conversion, I have more fullness. I actually just did it yesterday and my hair was super full, during the day. Thank you, Felicia. All right, so now you can begin to style. Now, when I style, I pull up and away from the roots, up and away from the roots. And the reason I do that is, again, who knows? I feel like I'm in class, but for the exact same reasons I've been saying, you want to pull up, you want to pull down where you want more length, but in anywhere else where you want more volume, you want to lift it up. Ingrid said, my hair seems dry on day 2. Yeah, try, before you go to bed, try hydrating the hair. So, well, first of all, think about this. What products are you using on day 1? Look at the product ingredients, especially at this time of year. If you see it has humectants in it, like for instance, a popular one is glycerin, you want to step away maybe from that product. What I found, and guys, I did that Diva Curl review earlier in the week, and I pinned a comment to the top of the comment section beneath that video that talks about the fact that the Be Leave-In had glycerin in it. So you always want to be thinking about and looking at the product's ingredients of anything you put on your hair. So if like a glycerin or another humectant is in like the first 2 or 3, is listed in the first 2 or 3 ingredients under the ingredients section. Hello, everyone. Pardon my late start. I'm on the West Coast. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, girl. Glad you made it. But we were talking about product ingredients and why you may be achieving or experiencing dry hair on day 2 of your wash and go. So you want to look at those ingredients. You want to see if you have any bad alcohols in it. You want to look and see if you have any humectants in it around this time of year. The reason that's important is because humectants are meant to draw moisture from the air and attract it to your hair so that your hair will be more hydrated. This time of year, because here in the Midwest, it's been cold, like it's been like in the 40s and 50s, and people have their heat on. So there isn't much moisture in the air. So what a glycerin-based product is going to do is it's going to be pulling the only moisture that it can find in the environment is the moisture in your hair. So it's going to be extracting moisture from some areas to try to pull it to other areas, and ultimately it ends up drying out your hair. So because there's no moisture in the air during this time of year, you want to stay away from products that have lots of humectants in the first few ingredients. And I think that's why that's another reason my hair was so dry when I used that Diva Curl Be Leave-In as a leave-in conditioner. And then one of the other viewers mentioned, she's not even sure that it's meant to be a conditioner, a leave-in conditioner, although that's what they call it. And truly, when you look at the ingredients, you kind of see that it's not the best. It's not the best product for a leave-in based upon those ingredients. She's 100% right, and it's like, yes, Ingrid, I will recommend some products really quickly for you guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to recommend them. And then once this video goes up on my channel, because I am going to save it to the channel, so other folks who aren't able to tune in live, you'll have an opportunity to see what some of those products were. And then I'll try to create links to them so you can easily access them. But yeah, so when you go through your natural hair journey, sometimes you get so accustomed to doing stuff that you do not check your product ingredients. So you have to remember to do that. If your hair is suffering from any kind of issue, you have to take that into consideration. So, who was that? who said the hair was dry? Ingrid. So if you are experiencing that, definitely go back and look at your product ingredients and kind of look at what those ingredients are supposed to do. This time of year, I tend to stick to using my oil mixes. So I did not do a DIY on my oil mix. So I think I will probably do that in the coming weeks because I really use it a lot more during this time of year. So I highly recommend the jojoba oil. It's a very light oil and it's perfect for fine hair because it's not going to weigh it down. Another good oil for natural hair is almond oil. It's also a very light oil. Another great oil is almond oil, great. Another great one is grapeseed oil, and I really like grapeseed oil because if you have grays, it's supposed to darken your grays over time. But that's another really good one. And then, you know, a little bit of vitamin E. And I would also suggest around this time of year is adding a little bit of castor oil into it. A lot of times naturals think because our hair is fine, we can't use castor oil, but castor oil is really, really great as long as you just modify how much of the castor oil you're actually adding to your hair. Felicia says, yes, I do. I have eczema on my scalp. I need to find some natural products to use and some more oils. Yeah. To me, one of the easiest ways to keep your hair hydrated and kind of incorporating in your natural care regimen during this time of year while also, you know, enhancing the volume you receive when it comes to DIY and natural stuff is definitely creating your own oil mix and putting a little bit castor oil in it and then also putting a little bit of a shea butter in it. Not too much, but a little bit of shea butter. The shea butter is really helpful if you live in really extreme areas like I do. I live in the Midwest and our winters are really, really harsh. So I find the shea butter protects my hair and it helps me to retain my length during the winter months. I don't use it any other time of year, but during the winter, it helps me significantly. With regard to other products that work really well, you guys know what I'm about to say, which is Illusense Moisture Balancing Conditioner. I will put a link to that in the section once this video goes live. I am a ride or die Illusense Moisture Balancing Conditioner girl. The reason I like that product is you can use it year round. So it's not too heavy to use in summer and it is not too heavy or light to use in fall and winter. It is perfect. It is a well formulated conditioner. So you can apply it to your hair and it will continue to work over a 3 to 4 day period, many times even longer if you missed your hair in between and reactivate the product. It plays well with all products. I've not used one product that it has not played well with. It works well with butters, it works well with gels, it works well. And it could be a less expensive gel or it could be a high, you know, a more expensive gel. So yeah, I love moisture balancing conditioner. So that is definitely one of my favorites. Another good leave-in is by Curl Junkie. I love all of their products. Their gels are really good. Their conditioners are probably some of the best formulated on the market, in my opinion. But the Beauty Curls leave-in conditioner is phenomenal. It's really good as well. Now, it's definitely a higher price point, but it is well formulated and you don't necessarily need a lot. So I would highly suggest Beauty Curls as well. And I'm going to think about some other leave-in conditioners that I would suggest, but yeah, those are a few. Now, when it comes to other products that you could potentially use that are going to help support the moisture balance of your hair, I highly, highly recommend Quimette Biologics. Either the Alma and Olive Heavy Cream, which you wouldn't think we could use as fine hair naturals, but again, if you just modify how much product you use, it will work really well. But I recommend that one or the lighter one. I don't have it with me. But I like that one too. It's really good, and it is specially formulated for fine hair. Does somebody know the name of that product? But you're supposed to be able to use it as a leave-in. I only use it on a leave-in if I'm going to be wearing my hair stretched, or if I'm going to blow it out or something like that. But it is a good leave-in as well. Both of those products are good leave-ins, especially if you're going to be doing a twist out, braid out, bantu knot out, flexi rod set, etc. The Quimet Biologics I don't like to use when I'm doing a wash and go, because I just feel like I don't get the best results when I use it on wash and goes. The Burdick Root, that's it. Thank you, Vanessa. The Burdick Root. It's really, really great. Great product. So I will think about some other conditioners I can suggest for this time of year, and maybe I'll do a video on it. I do have a video like that is like my top 5 favorite conditioners, and maybe I will try to link that to this video once it goes live as well. I did that video a long time ago, and I could probably stand to update it. But yeah, so this is it. So you're gonna, as you can see, lots and lots of volume. Okay, so here are a couple of other tips. So maybe you want a little more volume in your hair. I'm gonna show you like a really quick hack for just using bobby pins. So like as I mentioned in this video, the idea is you will always get more fullness if you set your hair opposite the direction you want to wear it. Again, that's why I pull the hair forward at night, again, to stretch it and to get more volume. Same concept goes if you have done all that and you want just a little bit extra volume. I'm going to show you how to use bobby pins to obtain that volume and to get them to stay in your hair. Because if you have fine hair like I do, then your bobby pins probably slip out really easily. So I'm going to show you just a technique that that I use for more fullness, and then I'm going to show you, or I'm going to demonstrate techniques I've used before that help to get more volume just using your fingers. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is I like to lift my hair up in a section, and then I will insert my fingers right on the scalp. The reason I don't just like to go in like this is because you can pull like your ends in toward your scalp area while you're doing this technique, and then you will create more frizziness on the ends, and you don't want to do that. So always pull the hair up and then go into the roots. And what I do is I massage the hair in small circular motions right on the scalp where I want more fullness. So you can do this, keep doing that. Then this technique works with any style. You can do it on twist outs, you can do it on braid outs, you can do it on flexi rod sets. It does not matter at all. Just again in a circular motion. All right, see how I'm getting more lift here? I'm just gonna go in here so I can get a little more volume on the sides, and I'm just gonna massage the scalp. And don't be rough with your hair when you do this, because sometimes the hair can be fragile depending on the type of fine hair you have. But see how that's created more volume just by doing that? Super simple. Super simple. Sometimes my hair is a little flatter in here, so I'll go underneath like this, and then I'll go ahead and massage here and in the area where I want to experience more volume. And see how that lifted up? And then you can style from there. Super easy. All right, now I'm going to demonstrate another technique on this side, and I'm going to be using bobby pins for this. Now, I like to use these bobby pins by Diane, and the reason I like to use these is I don't know what happened with bobby pin manufacturers like over the last 5 or 10 years or whatever, but they have started to make really cheap bobby pins where this part on the end, see that the little rounded areas on the ends where they seem to come off really quickly. And so then when you put them in your hair, that round barrier is gone. And then you just have the metal up against your scalp or interacting with your hair. And I have found that it can cause, fine hair to be even more at risk of being damaged. So the reason I like the Diane pins is because these things do not come off. They're a little better made than some of the other products. And the bottom of that rounded plastic area has actually been melted into the metal part. So they just hold up better. So I just wanted to mention that because I don't know if anybody else has noticed that, but I went through a phase where I was purchasing all these bobby pins that, where that part wore really quickly, and it was doing damage to my hair. All right, so as I mentioned, you always want to set your hair in the opposite direction of how you're intending to wear it. So if you open up where you want more fullness, you just make a part and you kind of get in there and you just place your bobby pin like right about here. All right, can you see that? It's about 1 inch up or 1/2 inch up from the scalp. And then I'm just going to take another bobby pin and I'm going to cross over this one ever so slightly, and it's going to help the bobby pins to stay in place. If you use this crisscross method, no matter what kind of style you're wearing, if it's an updo, it doesn't really matter. But if you do that, your bobby pins will stay in place all day. They won't slide down the hair. All right, so see how this has created more volume here than it was before? And so now I'm just going to go in slightly below that, and I'm going to create a little bit more volume also by adding bobby pins. Okay, now those are anchored in place. And so now this has more volume than it did before. I need more volume by my nape here. But yeah, so that's another really easy technique to get more volume in your hair really easily. And the bobby pins are not visible at all. Do you ever do flat twists on your hair? I do naturally, Fifi, I do. In fact, just before I did this wash and go, I did a flat 3-strand twist out. And that's where I start out with flat twist, and then at the end I do a 3-strand twist. The reason I do that is because it allows you to get more texture. As you know, with fine hair, when we do things like braid outs, twist outs, etc., one of our challenges is to get more actual texture in the hair, because it's more difficult for us given the fact that we are working with a lower density kind of hair. But using the 3-strand twist out technique allows for more fullness and really, really beautifully. So if you guys would like, I can record doing a 3-strand twist out. Would you guys like to see that? I could probably do that tonight and then record the results in the morning and then update it to the channel. Yes, I have to use styling cream and not gel. Please record. Girl, okay. Let me say this. When doing flat twist outs, if you do a dry technique and you use gel, you can get a good amount of volume. I uploaded a few videos like years ago when I put myself through this flat twist out challenge, because I had, like I'm sure you guys experienced, I had so many challenges trying to master a flat twist out or even a regular twist out, because I had fine hair and I never got the results I would want. And you see all these videos of these girls with these voluminous flat twist outs, and that ain't happening over here. So what I discovered is that if you use the gel and you do it as a dry flat twist out, you can get really nice volume, and it will hold over a number of days. However, the flat twist out I did a few days ago, I used a cream-based product. Yes, I would love if you recorded a 3-strand twist out. Got it, ladies. I'm going to do it tonight. Should I do it live or should I record it as a tutorial? Like do the first one as, like do one tonight, how I make the twists, and then do a live stream in the morning of me taking it down and styling it. Like, would you guys like to see it that way? Yes, please upload. So Ingrid, tutorial and live. So you guys want me to do it 2 ways? Or you want me to do a live tutorial? Look, y'all. Do you want me to do a live tutorial or do you want me to do a pre-record and edit? 2 ways. Okay, so you want to see it both ways. Okay, so tonight what I'll do is I will do the live stream as part 1, and I'll do that live. It'll be a live tutorial, and then the final part of the live tutorial will be tomorrow morning when I take the hair down. Okay, and then sometime next week I will do a recorded and edited version of the 3-strand twist out. So those of you who like to see that kind of format can see that as well. Okay? Live tutorial, okay? All right, so we got it. Got it. So sometime this evening I will go ahead. I'm trying to think what time should I do it. I don't know. Well, I'm not sure what time I'm going to do it this evening because Eric and I are going to be going out, and I'm not sure what time we're going to be done, but just know that the invitation will go out to you once I begin to do the live tutorial tonight, and I will leave it on the channel, so in case you miss it, then you will see it, you know, tomorrow morning. You'll probably have a notification tomorrow morning. But yeah, so these are, I hope you guys like this. This was a couple of really super easy ways to get maximum volume with fine hair, using really minimal products, because we don't always want to go out and like be buying products all the time. You know what, another thing you guys could do, and I mentioned this in a video I did I think last summer, is that you could kind of go in and you can also separate your curls. I don't suggest doing this curl separation method unless it is unless you washed your hair and then went straight into doing a wash and go, letting it dry. Then you could do the curl separation the next day. But if you didn't use gel on your hair, or it's not truly a first day true wash and go, I wouldn't recommend that, because as I think I just said, you know, you may get more frizz, and we don't want more frizz. We just want more volume. So again, I hope this was helpful, guys. Have you tried Eco Cocktail curl cream? No, I have not. I have been thinking about it. So let me tell you what happened. I tried the Eco Stellar Gel with coconut oil. Love that product for a wash and go. Absolutely amazing. And then I tried the other one. They did another one. Is it the cocktail? You know what? It may have been the cocktail. It was. It was a cocktail. So I purchased that one as well. And as you can see, I can't even remember it because I tried to block it out. It was such a bad experience. I put it in my hair and I had like hair boogers, as they say. I had like all this little white, crusty little, it looked like little pieces of lint in the hair. It was just so bad, and I had to redo my hair. That has not happened to me in years, but I probably should have tested that product out first. You know, I have a video on the channel where I tell you guys, I demonstrate how to tell if your products are going to play well together, and whether you're going to get those little, you know, gummy, ugly little residue things on the hair. And I didn't do it before I tried that product because I never have that experience with any Eco Styler gels. And I wasn't expecting that I would have that experience with the cocktail, but I did. And I've not tried it again since. So what I may do is try to pair it with something else and see if I like the results. But yeah, so I only tried it that one time. And so it was not a good experience, but you know, I'll blame that on me because I didn't do the prep work I should have done ahead of time to make sure that um, it was going to work well with the other product I used. But the thing is, I used it with Elucence Moisture Balancing Conditioner. Again, I never have any problems with Elucence Moisture Balancing Conditioner working well with other products. So yeah, that was a disappointment. So yeah. Do you use it, Ingrid? Have you tried it? And what did you think of it? Did anyone try the Eco Cocktail? If you have any tips, let us know. I'll try it next time. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, you guys know last weekend I was supposed to do cut and style. Just bought it to try it. Okay, let me know how you like it, and then let me know how you're using it, because it could just be a gel that's not ideal for wash and goes. It could be better for doing different types of styles. Maybe that is a product that is better for doing like you know, curly styles, the rod, not, what do you call those, flexi rods, or you know, those kind of things, and you just have to work it in really well, and then you make it a great result. I don't know, but yeah, let me know what you find when you use it, and what kind of style you use. I would love to know, because that was traumatic. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what it is. You know how it is when you do your hair and then you have to like start all over again because you get the stuff in your hair. So great. Thank you, Ingrid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so as you guys know, I was supposed to do a live video of cut and style of my outre for a kinky hair wig. And I ended up not doing that live video because I was having issues with the live stream last week. So I said I was going to do it this weekend, and I was going to have a special guest, and the special guest was going to be Eric. Yes, he was going to help me cut and style this wig, which it just tickles me to death. So we're going to try to actually do that today, because tomorrow is a bad day for him. He's a sports fanatic, and so what have you. So we may end up doing that today. So I will be sending an invitation if we do it as a live stream, because you guys wanted to see the cut and style live. So we'll try to do it that way, hopefully. If not, I will find, you know, another time, you know, and date to do it. So we are definitely going to do it. I have the wig. I have it with me today. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that video in today. So we'll figure it out. All right, guys. Thank you as always for watching. I'm sorry my energy isn't more, but I haven't eaten yet. So I'm going to go get some breakfast. But I wanted to share this with you. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you guys for chatting with me and spending a little time with me live. And I will see you later. Please don't forget to thumbs up this video. If it was helpful, you know, to you, please share it with a friend who you think would find it helpful as well. All right. Have a happy Saturday, guys. See you later.